Hi, and welcome to Belinda's Book Nook. I'm Belinda, and we are on a roll with this new mini series I have called The Curse of Book Two. I'm cleaning out my bookcases, and I'm asking you guys to help me figure out if these books that I've had for way too long, I mean years and years, if they need to get going or if they should stay. Or if you think I should read them, but they don't need to take up space on my shelf, meaning I could take them out from the library and save myself room for new books that I want to buy. Okay, so the two authors that we're going to focus on today are two different genres. We've got Ann Leckie, which is a very popular science fiction author, and I had heard a lot of good things about her when I had bought these. I bought both Ancillary Justice and Ancillary Sword, which is, this is the sequel obviously to this one. It says it's the winner of the Hugo Award, winner of the Nebula Award, winner of the Arthur C. Clarke Award, winner of the Locus Award, and winner of the BSFA Award. That's a lot of awards. So there's obviously a lot of people that feel that these books, or this book at least in particular, is worth reading. So I think I bought this used, but it's looking really pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty newish. Yeah, I got a little bit of fold in the back. But this one is about, it says, on a remote ice planet, the soldier known as Brig is drawn closer to completing her quest. Once she was the Justice of Turin, a colossal starship with an artificial intelligence linking thousands of soldiers in the service of the, I think it's called Raj, the empire that conquered the galaxy. Now an act of treachery has ripped it all away, leaving her with one fragile human body, unanswered questions, and a burning desire for vengeance. Don't know anything else more about it, but that's what this one is. I don't like to read the second one, but yeah, then this will spoil this one. Have you read it? Should I read it? Cool covers, nice size. I feel like summer read, like kind of floppy and big, you know. It's kind of like I like them like this when they're too stiff and you're trying to eat a snack, like real important here. The book has the floppiness. Look, check, I put the book down and then I get my snack and I can eat. When it's all too stiff, it makes for a mess. So I'm liking that aspect to it. I like the size. It sounds kind of cool. I haven't really read a science fiction that much in a while. So this is a possibility. Still sounds kind of possible and interesting to me. I don't know how it reads, but when you have 5 awards for one book, it kind of makes me curious. I'm a little intrigued to see what everybody thought was so good. Let me know what was so good. Should I keep it? Okay, that's the first one. Going faster because I go too slow. The next one, well, let me start with this book because I have 3 of them. This one is kind of funny because I forgot I owned these books until, I want to say it was a couple of years ago now, but it might have been just a year ago. I saw Dee Dee talking about this author in this book, and I'm like, I have that book. Where is it? Remember how I told you I had my double stacked on the shelves? I found it. So this is the one that she talked about. It is a chunkster, and that's why I can honestly say I probably never got to it. And I don't know how to pronounce the author's name, but I'm going to say it how I think. And I'm going to say Tozake. Maybe the N is silent. Shang and Ifa Bayeza. And it is called Some Sing, Some Cry. I can't believe I haven't gotten to it yet. It's just kind of funny. I remember seeing this and wanting it. I think I had heard somebody a long time ago talk about it, and then I ordered it and I never touched it. So this one, it's kind of weird. And I realized I thought it was just 2, but I do have 2 other books, so I have 3 in this one. So I'm breaking the rule with this one, but I need your help. You know, should I think definitely Dee Dee did say she enjoyed this one. My question will also be, which order should I read these? Maybe you'll tell me the smaller ones first so that I can ease in, or if you think this is the first one I should read. This one says, groundbreaking and heartbreaking, this triumphant novel by 2 of America's most acclaimed storytellers follows the family of women from enslavement to the dawn of the 21st century. From Reconstruction to both world wars, from the Harlem Renaissance to Vietnam, from spirituals and arias to torch songs and the blues, some sing, some cry, brings to life the monumental story of one American family's journey from slavery into freedom, from country into city, from the past to the future, bright and blazing ahead. Real life sisters, Tozake, Shang, award-winning author of For Colored Girls, who have considered suicide when the rainbow is enough, and Ifa Baeza, award-winning playwright of The Ballad of Emmett Till, achieved nothing less than a modern classic in the story of 7 generations, of women and the men and music in their lives. Opening dramatically at a sprawling plantation just off the South Carolina coast, recently emancipated slave Betty Mayfield quickly says her goodbyes before fleeing for Charleston with her granddaughter, Eudora, in tow. She and Eudora carve out lives for themselves in the bustling port city as fortune tellers and seamstress. Eudora's family marries, and the Mayfield line grows and becomes an incredibly strong, musically gifted family, a family that is led, protected, and inspired by the women. Some sing, some cry, chronicles this astonishing passage through the watershed events of American history. Yeah, sounds like I should read it. It sounds cool because I think I like when stories, like a historical fiction, in the sense that they put the story in the context of the time periods and allow you to dip in and out of events, and so that piques your curiosity, and it grounds the story. So this sounds good, but it's chunky. It's let's see, wait a minute. Yeah, this is over 500. It's 559 pages, 58 pages. Woo. But if I remember, Dee Dee did say she liked this. And, listen, this is nothing for her to read. She reads this with breakfast. For me, this is like a monumental achievement. When I did The Warmth of Other Suns, I was like, hey, look at me, big book, big book. But, this is what she does. So, but I do believe, I'll have to go back and look, that she really liked this. So this sounds good. If you've read it, let me know. Now, what the other question is with regards to this book is, which one would I read first? So I have Sassafras and Cypress and Indigo, and this is what this cover looks like. Very cool. And then I have Lost in Language and Sound, or How I Found My Way to the Arts. Okay. So this is, the first book is written by 2 women. This is written by one of those authors, these other 2 books. And these are kind of my jam size. They're actually kind of small, but that's fine too. Sometimes there are people that are capable of writing stories very small. So here we go. So this one is, does it tell you? Oh no. It just says, praise for her is a superb storyteller who keeps her eyes on what's bringing her characters together rather than separates them. Courage and love, innocence. This does not tell a description. Do you know this one here? Have you read this one? I don't know this. I don't have a description in that one. I feel bad. This one does have a description. This is how unedited this is. I don't check these things beforehand. As I found these books, I piled them up over here, and I was like, I'm gonna make some videos about them, and then when I make decisions, they will part ways with me. So so here's the other one. This is Sassafras, Cypress, and Indigo, and it says, I'm calling it Tozake Shang. I'm probably saying it wrong. It might be the T silent, and correct me, please. Her beloved Sassafras, Cypress, and Indigo is a story of 3 sisters and their mother from Charleston, South Carolina. Sassafras, the oldest, is a poet and a weaver like her mother before her. Having gone north to college, she is now living in Los Angeles with her other artists and trying to fashion a life for herself out of her work, her man, her memories, and her dreams. Cypress, the dancer, leaves home to discover new ways of moving in the world. Indigo, the youngest, is still a child of Charleston, too much the South in her, who lives in poetry and has supreme gift of seeing the obvious magic of the world. A rich and wondrous story of womanhood, art, and passionately lived lives is written. with such exquisite care and beauty that anybody can relate to her message. So that sounds kind of nice, right? I like things about sisters. You get some perspectives of them growing up and then also going to different places and how their lives evolve. So that's kind of nice. Still love the cover of it. It's a very short book. It's like 200 something, just like 205 or 6 pages. So we have that one. The other one, like I said, is The Lost Language and Sounds. Don't know if, does anybody know what this one's about? I don't think it tells. Okay, so there we have it. These are the books for this one. I mean, and the authors. So we have Ann Leckie that had like five awards for this sci-fi. Have you read it? Do you know somebody who read it? Let me know. Is it going to be good? Is it worth the 5 awards that it received? And am I like the last person to get to it or what? And then this one, I think I'm probably going to keep these. So I would like to know. I definitely love the sound of this one. Which one should I start with? I mean, if I were to go right now, I would probably do this just as easy, and then do this, and then do this, because I don't know what this is about. But let me know if you know from experience or hearsay which one to start with. I will be back again with some more books. I have, I think, 1 to maybe 2 more videos in this series, and then I think I'm done. I still have a little bit more in another bookshelf to do, so there may be another video after the next one, but I can't guarantee it. It depends on how crazy I am. Anyway, I hope you're all well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.